Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. Delhi, the Union Territory UT that hosts India's capital city, might lag behind several states in total population and in area, but it enjoys outsized significance in terms of media and political attention. With 1.47 crore electors spread across the largely metropolitan National Capital Region and its pockets of rural voters in some suburbs, Delhi is expected in polls scheduled on February 8th to reprise the three-cornered electoral fight which has been the norm in recent elections. The Aam Aadmi Party, which graduated from a social movement to a political party less than a decade ago, will now seek to stand on its governance record 5 years after nearly sweeping the assembly results in 2015. The Bharatiya Janata Party will hope that, unlike in Maharashtra, Jharkhand, and Haryana, the legions of voters who supported it in the Lok Sabha election will not transfer their votes to its competitors, while the Congress will seek to regain the support of the UT's poorer and marginalized sections, most of whom shifted allegiance to the AAP in 2015. The AAP, if multiple opinion polls are to be believed, is on a strong wicket despite its setback in the Lok Sabha election, where it won only 18% of the votes for the third place behind the BJP's 56.6% and the Congress 22.5%. A Center for the Study of Developing Societies Lokniti survey of May 2019 found that most of Delhi's voters who voted against the AAP for other parties in the national elections wanted the party to return to power in the assembly election. The dichotomy in support could be explained by the reasonable satisfaction among voters with the welfare and development work done by the Arvind Kejriwal led government. A PRS legislative research report has shown that Delhi spends the most, nearly 40% of its overall budget allocation, compared to an average of 23% elsewhere in India, on education, health, water supply, and sanitation between 2011 and 2019. The AAP's focus on improving government-run primary education, healthcare, the Mohalla Clinic scheme in particular, lowering electricity and water supply costs, besides easing public transport woes through schemes such as free ridership for women in government-run buses, has earned the party strong campaign points. This could not yield it dividends in May, as the party still does not have a coherent ideological position or a national presence, while voters were concerned with other issues such as national security that favored the BJP. The AAP's incoherence on questions related to ideology was a drawback then, and that is the reason why it will seek to turn the polls into a referendum on its tenure. The BJP hopes to challenge the AAP on this turf after passing a bill in December 2019 that came up with a legal framework to provide ownership rights to those living in Delhi's unauthorized colonies. Whether this recent gesture that is of importance to the roughly 5 million people in such areas will sway voters remains to be seen. Brevity and quicksilver processes constitute a ragging trend, be it Twitter or 2-minute noodles. It is in sync with the current era, notorious for its shrinking attention spans and paucity of time. Organized sport too isn't immune from this need to shorten formats. In this universe of instant gratification, Test cricket, with its 5-day schedule and breaks for lunch and tea, might seem an anachronism. It may boggle the mind that there were timeless tests in the past during which a contest stretched beyond 5 days till a result was arrived at. That phase ended in 1939 as visiting squads were constrained by the urgency to catch a ship back home. Since those days of the slow life, cricket evolved and tests now have two raucous siblings in one-day internationals and 2020s, where a result is inevitable and the thrills, however transitory, seem limitless in these abridged formats. ODIs and T20s draw in the crowds and sponsors, while Tests are now seen as an aging matriarch lost to nostalgia and the prospect of ever-dwindling revenues. In a bid to bolster cricket's original form, the International Cricket Council (ICC) is mulling over 4-day tests from 2022. Cold logic has trumped relevance, and it is a move that will destroy the sanctity of tests and all that it stood for. The tussle spread over 5 days is considered as the ultimate benchmark for judging cricketing greatness. Batsmen have to cope with fast bowlers on a fresh first day pitch and also counter wily spinners on a wearing surface of the fifth day. The action gathers steam over 4 days before a spectacular combustion on the concluding day. Yes, in the recent times, many tests have finished within 3 or 4 days, and broadcasting companies that spent top dollar for telecast rights have to craft studio analysis to justify their ad inventory. Another factor is that the ICC is keen to create more space for various T20 leagues ranging from the Indian Premier League to the Big Bash in Australia, besides supporting the World Cup for 2020s. However, a 4-day test will lack character. Imagine what would have happened during the epochal march in the summer of 2001 at Kolkata's Eden Gardens, where VVS Lakshman, Rahul Dravid, and Harbhajan Singh inspired India to stun Steve Waug's Australians. If that test had ended as a mere draw in 4 days, Indian cricket may not have progressed over the last decade and a half. A 5-day test is the acme, a 4-day one will slowly blur the distinction with limited overs cricket, and it is a clear and present danger that players such as Sachin Tendulkar, Ricky Ponting, and Virat Kohli have recognized. It is the time the ICC woke up to this reality.